Good to hear you. You're good S9 here. Easy copies this evening. Radio is a Yaesu FTDX 3000, and I'm running it to a dipole about 25 feet off the ground, and I'm also using a Meritron 811H amplifier running about 700 watts peak. Back to you, K0, RWB. This is WB9JDI.
Well, fine business. Well, thank you for that. And yeah, you sound good in my receive. First contact tonight. We just called CQ out here, so you've been 5.9 to plus 10, and then back again. So that just tells me the things are moving around a little bit, but that's certainly okay. Well, thank you, Dave, for answering the call. I see you're up in Wisconsin, and we do quite well in that location, quite often here in the evenings, and nice to have a chance to work you here. I don't see a contact in the log. I do appreciate that as well. We're just we're running something in the same family. We're running a new Yaesu FTDX 10, 40-meter dipole just on the side of the tower, about 38 foot. And we got the radio paired with a Heil PR 781. We're letting the two do their thing, and the antenna's helping along there. Go ahead.
Okay, sounds pretty good. Well, so you've got one of those FTDX 10s. I've been looking at that radio. It's a new one that's out there. I got this one, 3000, I bought back in December of 2013. Been real happy with it. In fact, what I was just doing just now is I've been getting some people have been telling me my audio doesn't sound that great. And I've been making some adjustments. I went on QRZ page and they said there's some adjustments that you can make with the audio adjustments to get a better, cleaner audio signal. And I made those adjustments. I was just wondering if you could comment on what my audio sounds like. I'd appreciate that. And how do you like the FTDX 10? Back to you, K0RWB, this WB9JDI.
Well, I'll tell you, I appreciate that, and you're in luck both ways. One, the audio sounds okay to me, but don't take my word for it. We're live on YouTube. We're streaming live right now, Dave. So guess what, my friend? You can actually go back and listen to the playback yourself. It sounds okay in my receive. I don't hear a full amount of fidelity, but it doesn't sound bad either. You know, you're running the same kind of EQ system that we have here in the FTDX 10, and it can be a challenge from time to time getting it dialed in. You know, a lot of it is with the microphone as well. You know, you've got gain on those three different EQs with or without the mic EQ. I don't run mic EQ on this rig, so what you hear is basically what you get. And I know on the playbacks, this is what I actually sound like in person when I listen to myself. So we've kind of let it set that way. So we do like the radio. We've had it now for about 3 months, and we're still learning from it. I'm not going to give it back. We're definitely going to hang on to this. We do enjoy the rig quite well. So anyway, again, if you're interested in listening to the playback on my channel, it's my call, Kilowatt Zero, red, white, and blue. You can get there one of two ways. You go to YouTube, put in my call in the search bar, or go to my QRZ page. I have a link. Click right on it and look for the video that says today's date. It'll also say live, and one of the questions we're posing this evening to everybody we talk with is, have you ever worked portable and how successful you were? Go ahead.
Hello, radio.
Dave, did we lose you out there? Whiskey Bravo 9, Juliet Delta India? I hope the band didn't drop that quick on us.
Kind of dropped into the noise level there, making it a little bit harder to copy you. I think you did say that I could check your YouTube video. I could go on there. Is that on the QRZ? I'm hoping it still picks you up there. Over.
Yeah, you're about 5 and 7 in the receive here. You can go to my QRZ page. I have a link, or you can go to YouTube, go in the search bar, and just put in my call sign and look for the video of today's date. And right in the beginning, you are the first one tonight there. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be interested to see how I sound. You know, with making this adjustment to the some of these things on the for the audio there. We're good on the FTDX 10. Yeah, I'm actually looking at wanting to buy that radio, or I'm looking at buying the 991A Yaesu. I would like to be able to get on 2 meters. Obviously, that is a 2 meters feature, and it's also a little bit more portable of a unit. I'm looking at getting a portable unit. I'd like to do some portable operations. I just don't want to maybe haul around this FTDX 3000. A little bit too big to haul around or whatever. It'd be nice to just keep this as my base station and have the 991A as a portable. However, the only problem is I call this ham radio outlet in Milwaukee area, and the problem is that 991A is not available. It's got a chip in there that apparently is in very, very big demand. We had a factory, a fire at the factory in Japan that manufactures that given chip, and that chip is the heart of the 991A. It's also a chip that's used in a lot of automobiles, and it's also an issue with a lot of automobiles not being able to get that computer chip. I'm hoping that still can copy you. K0RWB is WB9JDI.
Yeah, Dave, you're doing fine. You're, a little noise on the band. You're 5 and 7, so you're doing okay. I did copy that. I would definitely check around with some other vendors as well, because they have been out there. We have a vendor here in the Kansas City Metro. I talked with him a week ago, and he had just got 2 of those in, and he'd gotten 2 101Ds. So you might give him a check as well. The name of the store is called Associated Radio. You might look them up there on Google, and they've got a really good website. It might be worth a phone call to see if maybe they've got something there for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I might do that. I just started looking at other suppliers besides Ham Radio Outlet. I looked at Gigaparts, and they look like they're not available. So do you know what the name of the company or the supplier in the Kansas City area is, over?
Yeah, the name of the store is called Associated Radio.
Was that Associated Radio, over?
That is correct. Associated Radio. You go to associatedradio.com. That'll get you to their webpage. And he's got a toll-free number. I'd give him a call in the morning. The operator, his name is Dan. And tell Dan that you're looking for the 991A, and maybe he's got that one for you.
Hey, Randy, I'm going to have to cut this QSO short because I'm having a heck of a time trying to listen to you. You're like getting right below the noise level, and I did hear that about calling the 1-800 number. I will check that out, and I'll see what they have as far as those 991As. So I will say 73's nice talking to you, but like I said, the band conditions are such that you're right below, most of the time you're below the noise level. So K0RWB, this is WB9JD. I'm seeing 73's, nice talking to you, and we'll catch up with you again, over.
Okay, Dave, no problem at all. Hopefully the band will get better as the night goes on there, but good copy on you. Thanks for the first contact, and I hope to work you again. If you hear us out there again, give us a call back. It's going to be fun the next couple of days. We're going to be in South Missouri running portable. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to be live streaming at the same time. 73's, be safe and be well. Enjoy the rest of your week. Whiskey Bravo 9, Juliet Delta India, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 73's. And QRZ, K0RWB, Randy in Kansas City, any station anywhere.
India Delta Alpha.
K0RWB. K0RWB. I've got a copy on Whiskey 5, Mike Zulu X-ray. W5M ZX, Kevin.
Whiskey 5, Mike Zulu X-ray. Is that a Roger?
Roger.
I think I got a copy on you. If I typed it in right, is this Bradley? Go ahead.
Yes, sir, it is. And we're currently located in Central Florida, working a remote station, working through N4GYN in Georgia. So working you remotely there, Jay.
How about that? Well, good for you. Well, I don't know on your end, but I've got a little bit of noise on my end about S5 units tonight, but that's okay. We're going to give it a go and see how well we can work it tonight. About 5 and 7, 5-8 in the receive. Again, the name here is Randy. The QTH, we're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Go ahead.
Okay, Randy, very good. Hello. I think my amplifier working here. Stand by just a minute. Let's see here. Hello. I must have done something wrong here. All right, that looks better. All right, maybe that'll help a little bit, Randy. Yeah, we're in a little town called Frostproof, Florida. About 50 miles south of Orlando there, QSO.
Okay, fine business. Well, yeah, you came up on my receive quite a little bit there. A good solid 5 and 9 that time around. That's good though. Kansas City to Florida, that's a nice little trip here on 40 meters. A little early for me, I would have thought, but hey, the band's in charge. We'll just take it wherever it comes there. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm in Florida, but the remote station's in Georgia, so you're talking to Georgia. They're pretty warm here today. I got up about 90 degrees. Home KTH is near Biloxi, and we've been here about 6 months. Be heading out here in a couple of weeks.
Okay, fine business. Well, yeah, well, it's a nice trip into Georgia as well, no matter where the rig is. We got a good copy on you. We're really kind of hesitant this evening. There's storms in the area, nothing really that close, but 40 and 80, 160 just pick up every little bit of noise. And we did hear a little bit out there, but again, like I said, we thought we'd give it a go. We weren't able to get on the air last night, and we missed Friday. We do a live stream in the evenings here on 40 meters, generally around 7 o'clock Central, and that's what we're doing now. So, again, if you're interested in listening to the QSO, you can go to YouTube, go to my channel, which is my call, K0RWB, and look at the video with today's date, and probably fast forward around 8 or 9 minutes in, get you pretty darn close. You get a chance to see what you sound like on the air with the remote station there, Roger.
Okay, Randy, we'll sure do that. Yeah, we've got a lot of static crashes here. I really hadn't checked the weather, but it can't be too far away there. All right, we won't keep you. We've monitored and got you when you was calling CQ, but we didn't have our ducks in a row there. Now, you have a good evening, and sounding good. We'll go check out your YouTube.
Well, I do appreciate it. Thank you for giving a call this evening, and I hope we have a chance to work again. I didn't see a contact on log, so thank you for the first one. And, the next couple of days, we're going to be running portable remote, so to speak. We won't be tied into a rig here at the QTH. We're taking all the equipment with us. We're heading down to South Missouri to Table Rock Lake, and we'll be going live stream portable. Should be interesting. It's either going to work or it's going to be a terrific failure. We're not sure which, but we're going to have some fun with it. So that's what we're going to be doing the next couple of evenings. So if you hear us out there, give us a call and make sure we know the thing is working. It should be fun. Be safe and be well. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for giving us a call. Whiskey 5, Mike Zulu X-Ray, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, 7 trees.
Hey, Randy, very good. Very good, and my pleasure. We'll go take a look at that right now. So enjoy your portable operation. We've done quite a bit of that ourselves. We RV, or did for 5 years, and used to string up all kind of crazy antennas. Some with success, some not so much. So, K0 RWB, W5MZX. Good evening.
You bet. Take care, 7 trees. K0 RWB, QRZ, any stations, anywhere.
Kilo Delta 4, India Alpha.
Was there a Kilo Delta 4 station again?
Kilo Delta 4, Alpha Whiskey India. Over.
Got you that time. Kilo Delta 4, Alpha Whiskey India. John, good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, Don. Yeah, I need to work Missouri. I'm trying to get worked off state. How about that?
Well, I'd like to think I could help in that part. I can give you the grid locator if you want, or I can hit you in LOTW, whatever works there, Roger. Yeah, I'd be happy to. I usually upload about once or twice a week, but you'll probably have it before the week's end for sure. Be happy to do that for you. We were looking the same way years back, And that's that's a nice thing about amateur radio. We all trying to help each other out there, Roger.
All right, Randy. Yeah, this is the name here. John, Juliet, Oscar, Hotel November, and I'm in Rural Hall, North Carolina, right next to Winston-Salem. And you are a very fine dime coming in here.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't run any preamp here in the rig at all. I just let it work the way it is, and it bounces back and forth between 5 and 5 and 5 and 7. But don't take any discourse from it because the audio is nice and punchy. It's a little bit on the bright side, as I would say. So no problems copying it all there, John.
Well, thank you so much, Randy. The thing about it, the man's been up all day long doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, you know, we hadn't had a chance here last couple of days, even in the daytime, to get out here. But I know there's a lot of weather that's kind of moving through the central part of the U.S., kind of heading towards your direction and a little bit in the northeast. So, again, we get what we get, and we work through it the best we can. But I'm hoping it's not going to be severe that's going to hurt anybody there, Roger.
Oh, I know. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, and we got rain yesterday. Deluges, and we had winds and perhaps some tornadoes and all of that, and quite a time.
Yeah, you know, I guess it's that time of year. At least that's what they tell me. And you know, we have that same issue here. I've got some friends and relatives up in the foothills of Colorado, and they got snow again over last evening, and so. And here we are getting the middle of May. You know, I guess just the way it is. One of these days it's going to go to 90-some plus degrees with humidity, and you just don't know where it's coming. So we're not going to complain about the weather. We'll try to work around it if we can. But one of these days are going to be one of them shakers, and it's going to be a lot warmer than we want to hear there, Roger.
Roger to that. Yeah, when it gets warm like that, the snow melts fast, and then you have the rivers running high and flooding and everything out there.
Yeah, very, very true, very true. Eventually, that water makes its way over to our direction. That's okay, but yeah, we don't want to see any flash floods or that kind of stuff. But you know, I guess this time of year it'll snow, and then an hour later it's gone again. And then it kind of snows again. I did talk with a station earlier up in Boulder, Colorado, and the high today was 39, and I kind of shivered when I heard that. We don't have that problem here, but they can sure keep it out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. I've got a brother who lives in next to St. Louis there. How far are you from St. Louis?
I'm on the west side. I'm 35 miles from downtown Kansas City, so it's about a 3-hour drive from KC into St. Louis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's on the Illinois side, right across the river, in Granite City, Illinois. How about that?
Yeah, we know where Granite City is. Sure do.
Yeah, everybody knows where Granite City is. We've got a town here near us, and it's called Mount Airy, North Carolina. If you've ever heard of Andy Griffith, you know, he kind of made that place famous because that's where he was when he was young. But they have granite quarries there, and they call it the Granite City.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's really great. Well, you know, we got that around here as well. People always say that Missouri is a great place to be from. Maybe not to, but a great place to be from. I always look at it as home is where you hang your hat there. Go ahead.
Oh, yes, that's true. You know, going back in my family, I guess back to my great-grandfather or so, he lived in Missouri, and then we had some that lived in Kansas, and then we had some that lived in Iowa. And my grandfather was born in Albany County, Iowa, right below Sioux City. How about that?
Yeah, I tell you, there's nothing wrong with the Midwest, that's for sure. We tend to be kind of partial to it. We've gone off to different places, and next thing you know, we end up back here again. It's kind of where the roots are at and so forth. But you know, that's just kind of how it is anywhere part of the country. It's just kind of how people are and how they grew up and what have you. So, it works out real well. So again, there are better places than others, and there are some places you just can't get rid of, and that's kind of how we are here. So, but we're having fun in the process. Again, how bad can it be here on a Tuesday evening, out here calling CQ and making contact? So that's the whole thing we like about this amateur radio. It's a terrific community, and everybody's been a real joy to talk with. So we're having a lot of fun this evening there, Roger.
Right, sounds like a lot of chatting between you and me, Randy. Yeah, it's wonderful to talk to you, and I enjoy the conversation that you do, not just the signal reports. Signal reports kind of they're nice to get, but if that's all we have to say, my goodness, you'd rather get to know people. And the hams that I know are great guys and great girls. And they're just people that you're glad to know. Over.
Well, that's very true. I'm not a big fan of 5.9 QRZ. This is not a contest. If it's a contest, that's a different story. I don't do 20, 15, or 20-minute QSOs, John. I do a live stream on YouTube. We're doing that right now. So we're actually live on YouTube and across the air, and also on YouTube as well. So it's just a little addition that we've done to amateur radio. We weren't the first one to think of it, and we won't be the last to do it. But we do our little part with it, and we have a lot of fun. So we try to find a middle ground. We try to be respectful of everybody's time. People call in, want to say hi. We want to be able to do that. We're not the best at pile-ups, and we never claim to be. We try to work on the best we can, and we give everybody their time respectfully, and it works out real well for everybody. We like doing it because, there's not much of an opportunity that we get to hear ourselves on the air. And this is one way that we're able to do it, and I think people are having fun with it as well there, Roger.
Roger. Well, listen, Randy, I'll let you go and talk to somebody else, and we've been at it for about 8 minutes, 9 minutes now, and it's been great. It's nice to meet you. I hope we get a chance again, and you just keep hamming it up, okay? 73, my friend, and this is Kilo Delta 4, Alpha Whiskey India, waiting for your final.
Yeah, no problem, John. Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. And I don't see a contact in the log, so thank you for the first one. We try to do this every evening during the week. Sometimes life gets in the way, but that's what we're trying to do. We try to start about 7 o'clock Central for a few hours. And like I said, tomorrow and Thursday and possibly even Friday, we're going to be in South Missouri down at Table Rock Lake, and we're going to be doing this live stream portable. Strictly battery, no plug-ins, no generators. We're going to run off battery. It's either going to be a great success or a great failure. So if you hear us out there, I hope we can. By all means, give us a call, and we'll see if we can make contact. It should be interesting at least, but we're looking forward to it, and I'm hoping it's a lot of fun for everybody. So be safe and be well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and by golly, look for us again, and we'll pick it up where we left off. Kilo Delta 4, Alpha Whiskey India, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, John. 7 3s.
7-3, Kilo Delta 4, Alpha Whiskey India.
Okay, 7 3s. K0, RWB, QRZ.
Kilo 7, Charlie Tango Romeo.
Kilo 7, Charlie Tango Romeo. Hey, Tim, how are you this evening?
Well, I'm doing okay, I guess. I can't get over the fact that it's ridiculously chilly. I mean, you would think for this time of the year that it would be a lot nicer.
Well, don't feel bad. We've got that here. I think the high was 61, and the lows have been really low. So, again, you get 3 or 4 or 5 weeks of decent weather, and all of a sudden they pull the rug out from underneath you. And it's supposed to gradually get warmer the rest of the week, and I'm hoping it's going to be just a little bit warmer than that, about 3 hours south of me. But again, we're going to have clothes for everything just in case. Roger.
Yeah, it sounds like you're having exactly the same kind of weather that we are. So, what kind of radio are you going to use portable?
Well, I think we're going to end up using this one, which is the FTDX10. We were thinking about taking the 7300, but because we wanted to try to do the live stream and working off of a laptop trying to juggle 3 screens was going to be really tough. So we're going to leave that in Studio B. So we're going to take the FTDX10 when we get done this evening. We'll break everything down. We've got a lot of stuff packed now. We've got 2 different antennas we're going to take along with us, and we've already got the batteries sitting in the back of the truck as well. I have a feeling I'll forget something, but hopefully there's a Walmart nearby. Hey, Roger?
Oh, definitely. Are you going to try to do any solar to keep the batteries topped up?
No, because we're going to be running in the evenings. So I did bring along a plug-in charger to charge. They're marine deep cycle batteries, just to try to charge those up. And because we have other things to do during the day, so it'll give them a chance to charge up. We've got a I don't know what you call it, cabin or whatever they want to call it at the property we're at, but which is okay. But we want to try to do this portable op as portable as we can, and we've got the wireless router, everything else. So we've tested it back in February, and it seemed to work. So we're hoping it's going to do the next couple of days. We're going to see what happens. Again, it could be a great success or a terrific failure.
Now, what kind of antenna are you going to use?
Well, we got 2 of them. My first one is an MP1 made by Super Antenna, which is that little manual screwdriver. It sits on a 4-foot tripod, and we've got ground radials cut for each specific band. So we're going to try to run 40. Depending on how that antenna will perform, we'll use it. If not, we've got a 40-meter dipole and a 24-foot push-up with some guy wire cabling that we can put up in the air. So we're going to try one of those 2 antennas and just keep our fingers crossed and hope we can make a couple of contacts.
Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine. So sounds like you've got it all figured out. You know, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like to do that kind of stuff too. I've got like a bag that that I use, but I've got a FT818. I had an 817, and then I decided to upgrade to the 818. And of course, about that time, that's when they come out. Not too long after that, with the ICOM 705, which I kind of wished I'd have waited around for. That thing looks pretty cool. And of course, the 7300, they seem like they share a lot amongst themselves.
No, they do. I really do believe that. 705, terrific radio. Again, the thing for me, the 7300 is a little easier to carry around. This FTDX10 is a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. We still wanted to try the best that we could to mimic the live stream screen if possible. So at least with the FTDX10, we can broadcast the radio display. So we wanted to try to do that. And I just thought, well, let's give it a go and see what happens. I've got third-party software I can use for the 7300, but that's going to take a couple other monitors to go. You can only split the screens down so much on a laptop. So again, we're not going to be completely austere conditions. We're still going to try to run as much of the technology we can, but just the power sources are going to be different.
So how are you going to get the signal back? Are you going to do it via Wi-Fi, or are you going to do it with your phone? What you going to do?
No, we have a wireless router that comes from a company called Nomad. We use it because we live in the country here, and we use that here for internet. And I'm using it right now as we're streaming, and that's what we use primarily for the house. We also have a jetpack that we use as well. So we tested this out in February.